In the heat of Ukraine's unfolding conflict, the ASCOD Infantry Fighting Vehicle gears up for action with the roar of its 30mm cannon. The 29-ton armored behemoth charges through the battlefield. Outfitted with state-of-the-art armor, capable of resisting powerful armor-piercing rounds, this European war machine is no stranger to adversity. Once plagued by technical issues, the ASCOD now has a shot at redemption. With its advanced turret swiveling into position and smoke grenade launchers at the ready, the ASCOD looks strikingly similar to the iconic Bradley Infantry Fighting Vehicle. As it navigates the perilous minefields of Ukraine, conditions that once sidelined a variant of the ASCOD are lacking adequate protection. The vehicle's adaptability is put to the ultimate test. Equipped with a 7.62mm anti-infantry machine gun and capable of speeds that defy its massive weight, the ASCOD is ready to prove that it can not only survive, but thrive in the most challenging combat scenarios. In the late 1980s, Spain and Austria joined forces and created the Austrian-Spanish Cooperative Development, or ASCOD project. This was led by two key manufacturers, Austria's Steyr-Daimler-Puch and Spain's Santa Barbara Sistemas. Together, they had a shared vision of a versatile armored vehicle ready to tackle multiple roles in the battlefield to replace some of their older models, like the M113 armored personnel carrier and the Saurer APC. Specifically, the Austrians were expecting the new vehicle to act as a versatile counterpart to their Leopard 2A4, which would allow the Austrian forces to move swiftly and efficiently across vast distances, particularly in anticipated future scenarios like United Nations crisis zones. Combining their resources and industrial know-how and emphasizing mobility, firepower, and armor, the teamwork's outcome was the ASCOD armored vehicle. Known as Ulan in Austria and Pizarro in Spain, these models differ slightly from each other. For instance, Ulan accommodates 8 infantry members, whereas Pizarro seats 7, each reflecting its nation's specific requirements. But they all had one thing in common: adaptability at its core. An average ASCOD IFV measures 22 feet in length, 12 feet in width, and 8 feet in height, weighing 29 tons. Prioritizing survivability, the ASCOD structure comprises rolled steel plates, resisting powerful 14.5mm armor-piercing rounds from up to 1,640 feet away. Central to its firepower is a 30mm Mauser Mark 32 automatic cannon mounted on a turret, complemented by a 7.62mm anti-infantry machine gun. The turret also houses 12 smoke grenade launchers. While the ASCOD is primarily designed as a tracked infantry combat vehicle, its core strength has given rise to a plethora of variants, including the infantry cavalry vehicle, command vehicle, advanced reconnaissance vehicle, and the indispensable recovery vehicle. Development of the next generation, the ASCOD II, began in 2004, with General Dynamics, now the buyer of Santa Barbara Sistemas, at the helm. This version was a notable upgrade from its predecessor, with advancements in hull design, engine, transmission, and other automotive components. The newer model was more technologically advanced and better protected, with a gross vehicle weight capacity of up to 42 tons. By 2015, Spain and Austria had bought over 100 each, with the latter acquiring the most units. The ASCOD, in its original and ASCOD II variants, was developed to serve the needs of the founding countries, Austria and Spain, and for export to other nations. The platform caught the eye of several countries due to its modern features. The Philippines showed interest in buying ASCOD II to strengthen their mechanized troops. However, the specifics of their deal remain unclear. Meanwhile, the Czech Republic weighed the ASCOD against other armored vehicles, but ultimately picked BAE Systems CB90. The Swedish-made model had a more extensive operational history, enhanced armor, and flexibility in firepower. In March 2010, the United Kingdom Ministry of Defense announced that ASCOD II would be the base model for the Scout Specialist Vehicle of the Future Rapid Effect System program, later renamed Ajax. As the most significant UK armored vehicle order in over 2 decades, the program aims to develop 6 new tracked vehicle variants on a shared platform. Following the contract, more than 300 British engineers at General Dynamics UK's Oakdale facility began developing the Scout from the ASCOD. However, The €5.5 million initiative has faced numerous challenges and scrutiny for over a decade, with management issues and concerns about excessive noise and vibration potentially affecting personnel's health. The Ajax program has encountered a series of obstacles, causing multiple service entry delays and prompting critiques from many governmental organizations, including Defense Secretary Ben Wallace. In 2021, Wallace said, quote, "It's a troubled program, no one's hiding that, and we've got to fix it. We've got to get to the bottom of the problems with it. It has to be fixed." In February 2023, Wallace visited the UK's Bovington camp, where he met Ukrainian troops training on Challenger 2 main battle tanks. During this visit, he was also shown a finished Ajax vehicle being put through its paces. That same day, he said that the troubled program was back on track, stating, quote, "We think the remedies are in place. We are now going through the normal trials. I'm confident we have turned the corner on this troubled program." Wallace noted that the goal is to integrate Ajax vehicles into military units shortly after the testing phase concludes, which is expected roughly 16 months later. The following month, the Minister for Defense Procurement confirmed a new in-service target of 2025, with full operating capability projected between late 2028 and 2029. However, serious doubts loom large among defense experts about whether the noise and vibration issues of the Ajax have merely been patched up rather than truly resolved. There's a growing suspicion that the program might be blindly steamrolling ahead, regardless of underlying problems, in a desperate bid for success. Whatever the reality, delivery of an operational Ajax family of vehicles is a British Army priority as it seeks to transform the way it equips for a future digital battlefield. As warfare evolves, so does the need for cutting-edge armored technology. This necessity might lead to the first armed conflict for the ASCOD vehicle. Ukraine has set its sights on enhancing its military capabilities, and ASCOD Infantry Fighting Vehicles have become a topic of interest. To explore this potential partnership, sometime between 2022 and 2023, a rigorous assessment has begun to determine the feasibility of licensed production of the ASCOD IFV within Ukraine's borders. To better understand the production intricacies, a team comprised of company experts, Ukrainian military personnel, representatives from the State Scientific Research Institute of Armament and Military Equipment Testing and Certification, and specialists from the Czechoslovak Group embarked on a pivotal trip to the General Dynamics European Land Systems production facilities in Trubia, Spain. There, they witnessed firsthand the meticulous and advanced manufacturing processes that comply with NATO standards. Ukrainian representatives took the initiative to conduct side-by-side tests, comparing the dynamic performance of the ASCOD IFVs with their current in-service equipment. It was evident the ASCOD left a lasting impression. As articulated by Vladislav Belbas, General Director of Ukrainian Armored Vehicles, quote, "The experience of modern warfare has demonstrated the enormous value of armored vehicles for saving the lives of our soldiers. That's why we plan to supply and produce NATO-standard infantry fighting vehicles in Ukraine." The excitement over the new project continued. In a formal social media update, Belbas concluded his remarks by noting that he and his team are in talks with General Dynamics European Land Systems about potentially providing ASCOD to Ukraine as quickly as possible. They are also looking into setting up the vehicle's production and upkeep right within Ukraine, incorporating cutting-edge weaponry, electronics, and communication technology, all with the ultimate goal, quote, "to achieve operational interoperability of the armed forces and NATO." For ASCOD, this collaboration with Ukraine offers another glimmering opportunity to prove its armed worth, especially as questions loom over the Ajax production timeline.